Welcome back to the Slice of Life. We are in Lake Zurich, Illinois at my friend Kris Schoenberger's place, BBQ'D Productions. This is one of his multiple restaurants locations. Let's go check it out. They got slot machines? Stop 2 on the road trip. We were just at Jonathan and Brianna's place. We're now here at Kris's spot, BBQ'D Productions. We've got a spread coming out. Looks like they hit us with some nachos. They hit us with some chicken wings. We're gonna get Kris out here to tell us what's going on. But I'm gonna make room, because when in Rome, you must make room. All right, so we're here with my man, Kris. Kris, you know, we've been in the program together at DSP. We've been through the restaurant coaching, and we've learned a lot from each other. I'm so excited to check out your food and the stuff you got here. Let's start here with these. What do we got?
So that's our burn ends. It's a double rub, double smoked beef brisket. It's the most tenderest part of the brisket. They call it the decal. It's like the ribeye. We cut them up in little portions. There's a little bit of fat on it, a little bit of meat. And then we toss it in some house rub and some barbecue sauce, and it's a little bit of heaven on a plate. Meat candy. That's our number one selling item that we sell out of all the time.
What the camera got?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's really good.
That's beef.
That's beef brisket, yep. So these are our smoked wings. We smoke them for about 3.5 hours. Then after that, we chill them. This one right here is the one that's glazed in our maple chipotle with our house-made barbecue ranch dressing.
So is this chipotle? Is this the sauce that's infamous for being stolen?
It is the one that's been stolen. It's really good. It gets glazed really well on ribs and anything chicken related, and it caramelizes real nicely. So that's why I did with some sauce on it, and then I also have some over there that don't have sauce on them. Those are just a traditional house rub.
So good you want to steal it.
Stolen often. So we had a customer came into our restaurant, bought a sauce bottle, not the maple chipotle, but bought a different one, and then walked over a table and put a bottle of sauce in his pocket, his work shirt that he retired from, which we saw his work shirt on there, paid with a credit card, so we knew his name. And it's amazing what happens when you do a reverse Google search on somebody. So yeah, we did a little bit of funny parody video on it, and you know, even though we had our sauce stolen, we had a little bit of fun with it.
I bought a bottle of this. I'm excited to put it on some stuff at home. It's killer.
It's really good on anything chicken related. Obviously you can put it on anything, but I think it glazes really good with chicken, and then obviously the burn end's amazing. Need some napkins.
What is this sauce you said?
That's our house-made barbecue ranch. 50% ranch dressing, 50% maple chipotle barbecue sauce. Or you can just dip your finger in it.
That's the way we do it in the kitchen.
Yeah.
That's damn good.
It's very good. You put that on.
I have an idea.
Crazy on a salad.
It goes good on everything. So the next item that you're going to dig into over there, that's the item that we sell the most of.
Me?
Yep. Now that's a mini version. You asked for mini. Those are our house-made barbecue pork nachos. So we cook the nacho chips here ourselves, and then they are dusted with kosher salt, and then we top that with a 5 cheese blend. We lightly toast that inside of a salamander with a cheese melter, for those who don't know what that is. And then on top of that is sauteed onions and peppers, our house-made pulled pork, maple chipotle barbecue sauce that gets stolen, and the Alabama white barbecue sauce. And then we top it with some fresh diced tomatoes and some green onions. So those are our number one selling items. In a year, between all my locations, we go through 500,000 pounds of nachos. And obviously you can tell by chowing down, you can tell why they're so popular.
Yeah, that's good.
People actually order those. Those are appetizers, but people order those for their meal.
Yeah. What we got there?
And, you know, I figure you're the pizza guy. I'll show you one of my pizza recipes. It's not Little Italy pizza, but hey, it's close enough, right? This is our deep fried pizza. I was 6 years old when we first came up with it. Me and my mom, she was making egg rolls, and I told her literally that her egg rolls sucked. And so she said, okay, well, if you think you can do it better, how would you make them any better? And I said, oh, put pizza inside of them. So we came up with a recipe and put pizzas inside of them. So they're pizza spring roll wrappers. It's got our cheese inside of that as well. Pizza sauce and some ground Italian sausage that we saute low and slow.
That's interesting.
It's different.
I've never seen a place have a pizza egg roll. That is definitely unique.
Yeah, that's actually kind of what got me started. When I started the company, I was kind of just doing some catering for some friends and family, and this is like my signature item that I did. And my first item was a huge wedding. Had no experience doing any of this, and someone's like, "Can you cater my wedding?" And I was like, "Sure." They're like, "All right, cool. We want like 1,000 pizza rolls," and so I made those, and I ended up catering this guy's wedding, and then I just started getting phone calls left and right, and slowly kind of turned it into my restaurant. That's kind of how we got started in this industry, was with these items right here.
So I read an article somewhere that you were like big into backyard barbecue, like you had your own little thing.
I started in the back of my S10 pickup truck that was lifted, and I had a little Weber grill that I literally lifted in the back of my truck every single time I did an event. And I used to take my dishes at the end of my events and go home and wash them in my sink. And my wife, at the time girlfriend, but my wife now, she only liked that for so long. And I'm washing that in the kitchen and, you know, dropping them on our tile floor. And she's like, all right, this has to go.
Disaster.
And so we found a little tiny catering place that we were going to open up. And at the last minute, my mom's like, hey, let's open up a restaurant. And I thought she was crazy. I still think she's crazy now, but yeah. So
your mom's to blame for all this.
She is, yeah. I mean, but I also think that that's part of the reason of I am where I am today. It was her idea for us to do this. She was supposed to help me, but she passed away the first night that we opened.
I remember you telling me that.
And, you know, they always say everything happened for a reason, and that's the only reason I can really say it. So, you know, I'm in my 9th, and I'm in my 10th year now. And for us to have 5 locations in 10 years, I think is pretty cool.
That's amazing, actually. You know, you have a wedding venue or a mansion or something?
We have a wedding facility called the Lehman Mansion. We do big, huge weddings there, events. We can go all the way up to 6,000 people in our outdoor pavilion.
You know, that's a hustle in itself. I mean, we're just getting into the wedding catering business about 2 years ago, and there's a lot of planning that goes into that.
I'll be honest with you, that place right there is, I have one of the best teams I could possibly have. A friend of mine, grew up with him. I've been friends with him for 25 years. If you look at our payroll, when I do payroll for that place, they all have the same last name because it's his whole family.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So it's funny because sometimes I mess up payroll because it's like John, Jenny, Jason, Joe, Jay, Kris, and it's all the same last name. And I'm like, wait, who's who now?
Right. Is their last name Jay?
No, that's a.
But is their last name
Jay?
John Jacobs? That would
no. Thank God it's not a common name like that. But it's McGuire, but still, it's pretty cool because I have a really good team there, and it's the same team since we started it.
That's awesome.
So.
Well, what a great spread we've been put up here with Kris. It's great talking business with you. You know, humble beginnings as a start in your pickup truck, doing weddings, you know, growing into 1 location, 2, 3, 4, now 5. What's next for you and your future here in the restaurant?
Get the out. I'm done. I can't even do this anymore. I quit. I already quit. I can't do it anymore. I'm done. I'm done. Slice of life. Episode over. Adios. Go home.
We'll see you next time.